if I walked in here, say I made a billionaire, if I walked in here, would you lot treat me different? If I walk in here, you're not gonna be like, bro, Billy's in here.
Yeah, I'll make a joke. I'll make a joke.
Like, would you feel the power though?
No, bro, we'll have to keep you humble. We'll have to keep you humble.
We'll get through the power.
We have got questions, comments and voice notes coming through on the new phone number, which is on the board above here, 0731 237 2875. If you do want to send us an anonymous voice note or message, you can do so. As you can see, we're live, we're ready. Okay, we've got a message come through. It's a question for the lads. It goes like this. What do you guys think of vaccine passports? We live in the United Kingdom. Should we not be a beacon of freedom and choice? Youngsters are now being coerced to have a jab because they would essentially be banned from doing so if they don't have the vaccine. I've had both my jabs, so it won't be an issue for me. My girlfriend hasn't though, because she doesn't know what effect this will have on fertility. Why are we letting the government separate us into what I want to call a medical apartheid? Segregation of those who are clean and unclean. Just want to know what you guys think of it. I had a convo with CJ on Instagram a while back and he hasn't seemed keen on them. Don't know if he's changed his mind now. All ears for opinions. CJ?
Yeah, I think I remember the Don. I'm trying to remember the exact message, but look, my feelings are, me and my wife have discussed this and we've actually been on opposing ends. Because she's been like, why would you not take it? It's selfish for you not to have the jab. Like, even if you don't have symptoms, you might be carrying it and give it to someone who's less likely to be okay if they catch it. So I've had this back and forth, and obviously I've played the other side, which is, well, I think it's too soon to know the full side effects of what this does, right? That's how I've always felt. I've then said I'm not anti-vax at all, and obviously I'm trying to be cautious about what we're allowed to say on this channel.
No, don't be.
Alright, fuck it, we'll free it. I've never said I'm not anti-vax, but what I have said is that I'm not rushing into anything unless I know the full spiel, the full ins and outs of what's going on. So I've had to weigh this all up, and now
Do you know the full ins and outs?
I don't think fully ever
of the bread you eat that's on your like McDonald's burger.
No, you don't.
You have the full ins and outs. You still eat it though.
Of course. So that's
why.
So that's the whole point. So my point, which I'm getting to, bro, is that I'll probably still end up doing it. And it's because I wish I had the energy of someone who's like, no, I'm not. I don't care if I sit at home. On a Jack Jones, I don't want to leave the house. They can't get me because I'm not leaving the house. I'm not going to be that guy. If anything, that's tracks. Like, he'll stay in Surrey in the sticks and literally not leave his house.
Okay, just for argument's sake, alright. What you're saying is that you are, I think it's a little bit like getting in a plane, right? You're kind of
taking the risk.
Yeah, you don't need to know what all those buttons do.
That's a great analogy.
You know what I mean? You just got to trust in that guy knows what he's doing.
Great analogy.
So he wants to wait until he knows what a few more buttons do.
Right.
Then he's going on the plane. But what I'm saying is, he won't wait out for all the buttons to be revealed. He'll still jump on at some point on risk.
That's what
That's all I'm saying. So what's the point? You might as well get it done now.
I think the majority of people are like that though. A lot, like you're just. I think everyone's gonna eventually have it by next year. So why wait? Like,
You think what? Are you talking about everyone in the country? Or
we'll be vaxxed. Yeah, well, especially us four. Yeah, we will all be vaxxed by probably the end of the year. But I'm saying by end of next year, everyone will have the vax.
So
but one thing I want to say about that, I don't believe in this whole passport thing now.
Right. Okay.
Like,
well, that's what the question was.
Yeah,
initially.
I don't like the way they're trying to get people to take it.
But I think it's not enough, bro. Because you're saying you don't like it. I don't think anyone likes it. But it's like, what are we gonna do about it? That's the question.
What are we gonna do about what?
Well, the fact of the matter is, it's clearly there is a segregation that's being formed. Some people want to be on vax side, some people want to be on non-vax side.
And they should be allowed to do what they want.
But for how long?
What?
Because eventually, that's what he's
saying.
Yeah,
they're trying to push you in corners.
Whether you like, imagine you get like, have you not seen what's been going on in France? So France, the president, I can't remember his name, Macron. What's his name? Macron, yeah. He was like, he tried to indirectly force people to get the vax by saying stuff like, this is from some French girl that said it to me, I don't know, I haven't fact checked. But he was like at work, he was like, if you want to go to the supermarket, or if you want to leave from one city to another city, you have to have the vax.
Right.
You know, no one's there. So you see how you might go to Brighton
Right.
or
That's
Liverpool for BA, you've got to get the vax.
Yeah.
You see a train team. So when he did that in France, they went mad. I think he was, they were,
Right.
you know what France are like? They were like, are you stupid?
Right.
And I think he's had to say, okay, right, maybe I'll scrap that and that. Like maybe you can still, you know, you can walk to your supermarket without using the van. It's fine. We'll let you keep that.
This is mad. What
You
time
see
is
it? But you still have to, take the vaccine if you're doing X, Y, Z. And obviously that's what I'm saying. Like, so in France, they give a great indication of what's going to come in the UK. When you start seeing how France do things, you start thinking, okay, this is coming next.
And we got to big up your missus as well, because a lot of people are just talking about the being forced to do things, but we're forgetting about the actual side of getting this illness. Like there are people that's getting it still now. I know people that are in hospital now.
Bro, there are people who are double jabbed and
still getting it.
It's bro.
Wait, so you know people that have had both shots of the vaccine and are still getting COVID?
For some reason, over the last 2 weeks, I've heard more people getting COVID than I've ever heard since this whole thing has been a pandemic.
Right.
The last fortnight, I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's a coincidence or loads of
It's
people
not,
being
it's
out.
because everyone's out.
But I was about to say that whether it's a coincidence of Wimbledon being on and obviously the Euros with England, everyone coming together, like people starting to go more into the city to work. Bare people on the tubes now, by the way. Bare people. That's why I'm never getting on the tube again. And so suddenly and people, like I said, people that are double jabbed as well.
Stay safe. Remember, we've all had vaccinations in our life. I think all 4 of us have had at least one BCG or something like that when we were kids. Yeah?
Flu jabs.
Yep, got that. You got that, yeah. But were we too young back then to say, I don't want this jab? We're now maybe at an age where we want to maybe consider not accepting every single vaccination or jab that we are suggested to take because we're of age. So now I think I'll see how it goes, see how I feel. I'm not anti-vax, I'm not anti-conspiracy theorists. I'm not into politics. I'm apolitical. So I'm going with the vibes.
So basically, you're getting it. He's getting it.
The vibes and energies. I'll be real.
Vibes and energies. Honestly, you don't have to talk a lot of nonsense, right? What we're asking is about the vaccine passport.
He tried to get away with that one, didn't he? Oh, vibes and anything. Like basically assumptive chat.
This is all something we're going to have to consider now, because from the looks of things, this is, or at least they're trying to bring this into play, and especially with our everyday life. Clubs from, what date is it?
September or something.
19th of September, you are going to need to be fully vaccinated before you're allowed into a nightclub in the UK. Is that right?
It's really
I think that's mad, bro.
Furthermore, and this is where it will get peak, is it's the large crowds aspect. So what about those football matches?
That's fine.
Are you sure?
No, it's a large crowd.
I don't know whether this is right.
Is it definitely fine?
Yeah.
Football's different.
I heard eventually
It's a different thing.
So you don't think they'll ever try and implement it in football?
No, because it's a different thing.
I
I
saw a tweet this
Can we
morning.
just remember this conversation?
I saw a tweet this morning which
Yeah.
said that the Premier League will try and make players and staff all be vaccinated.
Yeah, try. Yeah.
I'm sure the players are,
Well,
majority of them are
that will
vax.
be a requirement.
That would be a game changer, by the way, once that happens.
The thing
If
is,
that happens.
I just think it needs to be up to the person, innit? I don't like them pushing people into corners, because I personally, I've had my jab. I did it without being forced. I don't like being
You were forced. You said that you had to get a vaccine to get work. So you were forced.
No, not to get work. I'm working right now. I'm doing work. I'm
okay,
able to work, but I will go to other countries and I want to work.
So
I
they
want
forced
to
you.
work.
They forced you.
They haven't forced me because I can still do work here.
They bribed you in a way. Though,
Bribed
right?
me,
It's
yeah,
like,
definitely bribed. But
they're saying you want to live, then you got to do this.
So here's a question to you, man. Yeah. So let's say we all knew that there was something untoward going on in regards to why the vaccine has come into this world, but there was absolutely nothing we can do about it. What do you do?
So this is my issue anyway.
Yeah.
I don't have an issue with anyone doing what they want to do.
Yeah.
I genuinely couldn't care less what you do with your body. It is completely up to you, your temple. But I do believe in free will,
Yeah.
and I think that people should have the choice, especially when you are talking about intravenous things that are going inside you.
Mm.
But what if you don't have that choice?
What do you mean you don't have a choice?
I
What
think
if-
that's gone out the
what
window.
if government?
No,
Indirectly
well,
or
that's not
directly
the place where I
force-
want to be then.
Yeah.
Okay.
You want to live in a place where randomly on a Tuesday morning the leader of the country goes, do you know what, everyone needs to take 2 tablespoons of Calpol.
Yep.
Yeah. That's where we're headed.
That is now your thing, and you're going to go, oh, do you know what, I'm going to comply because otherwise I can't go out to the shop. Like what? We're going to do that with everything.
Did we question?
Yeah,
did we
you're
not know that this was coming like 5 years ago?
Well, the NHS app. Do you
I
mean how many
think-
sign
I
up
think-
do it?
I think-
Well, that is basically what this is.
Do you know 10 million people sign up for the NHS app?
Bro.
Have any of you signed it?
No, I'm not gonna.
Do you have it?
Listen.
You know,
Oh,
you know,
sticky
wait,
ones.
you
no.
know they've turned that into that.
You know what?
Sticky
You
ones.
got
Still.
All of us have downloaded it. You're all lying.
I don't know.
You have to have had it,
Why
otherwise you
not?
couldn't have got into that place.
Into what place?
They asked for it at that place.
Madison.
Yeah, Madison.
Oh no, every place needs your pizza would be lying.
Oh yeah, I downloaded it.
No, we
I
do
don't
this,
know
bro.
what in front of me.
No, we do this. We go, yeah, no worries, mate, and they go, yeah, cool. And
Yeah,
they
they're
go,
coming
alright.
to your door tomorrow.
Remember
Let's
the
see.
camera?
I've never ever
What
said
is
that.
that? What are you doing?
You're pretending. So you go 1 minute. You got it's gonna look believable. Watch.
I know what he's talking about.
Yeah, that's me. Yeah, that's me. Yeah,
I know
yeah,
that.
that's me.
I
Yeah,
know,
chill,
I
mate.
know.
See you later.
I
Yeah.
done that. I follow the rules.
Yeah.
Listen, do you think this is where the world's headed though? Hugh, from what you can see, is this where we're headed? Like people under surveillance, under rules, under
Have you-
guidances?
Have you heard of Animal Farm?
Yeah. I was about to say this, bro. We all got taught that obviously that's book in our school. Everyone had to read that book. But the whole point is, I said 6 years ago. No, I said 10 years ago.
Lying.
Animal Farm.
Animal Farm is a book by George Orwell, right? And it
You
is
didn't read Animal Farm?
No.
What?
basically one big or a whole bunch of analogies that you can transfer from the system of the animals and the hierarchy of
Politics
power and politics. And it I think represents what was going on in Russia at the time.
Yeah.
But ultimately can be used today. And one of the best quotes from it is, all animals are equal, but some are more equal than others.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
It's a
And
massive
what we're doing
problem.
right now is potentially moving into a world of medical segregation, whereby you are going to need a badge, an app, whatever it is, a QR code
Yeah.
to get in to anywhere, or just to be kind of accepted into life.
It's quite scary when you think about it.
I've got a question then, like not to be too conspiracy theoristy, but do you think then right now it's more than just the coronavirus or what was at the beginning? Do you think it's something more to that?
My answer ties into that, but it's deeper than that. It's not just whether it was. Imagine, I'd say maybe 12 years ago, just as I was leaving secondary school, the conversations back then, right? This is over a decade. The conversations were, do you not think one day the government is going to try and monitor every single move we make?
They already do.
No, but
They
none
do.
of us.
CCTV
Yeah, but-
covers
no,
everywhere in
it's
London.
not the same, bro. It's not the same.
Covers every
It's
square
not the
foot.
same. I'm talking about to the point that they know your action. This has been talked about for like the last decade.
I also think it's mad that then all the higher ups are getting divorces recently as well and flying to space.
Does it surprise you though?
Like what's going on? There's something I don't know what's going on with these higher ups. I need to make a billy because they're going to space.
Yeah.
Richard Branson last week. Jeff went up there. Divorces. What's
Space
going on?
race is on.
I think it's nothing to do with money.
Space race,
I think it's
yeah.
just that maybe they
Ego.
got caught out.
Oh, you got caught out.
After 20 years, maybe these people got caught out.
You're talking about divorce.
Yeah.
But the thing is, which is so important, and I don't know if you lot have watched Billions.
No.
I know you've watched Billions. The main character, Damon Lewis,
Yeah.
he sick in the show, but basically he is a billionaire and he gets divorced and he just is calm. He's like,
Yeah.
my life's even better. So they actually make being a billionaire and getting a divorce, they make it look sick.
Yeah.
Okay,
They
let me
make
ask
it
you
look
this,
like
right?
it's a vibe.
Yeah.
They're like
You
out
are-
shit,
you are-
private swimming pool
Yeah.
with 100 galleys.
So you can have that even if you're a billionaire and you got a wife, you can have 100 galley in it because you're a billionaire.
I
Do you
don't
know?
Oh, you think your missus would say, do you know what? That's calm.
No,
I'm a billions.
Yeah, so when you say to Mrs. Look, babe, got 10 gal coming over tonight.
Oh, that's a
I'll
good question.
I'll give you a 10 mil just.
That's a big question.
Now be. Okay.
That's a
Just,
big question.
Hold
Yeah,
that. Hold that. Don't
Don't
come
stop
home.
it.
Don't come over for a week. Yeah. Hold that 10 milli. Yeah.
But you might have a point, you know.
Do you not think that, especially if you've been there for the whole journey, it might be different. But if the woman, for example, got on like late on, that there will be certain people who would just kind of allow more because of the
Yeah.
status of the person.
Yeah.
Like a billionaire is a
100.
powerful man, or
Yeah,
woman. But
What was the question earlier in the group chat about would you be happy being a billionaire, despite the fact that 1% of billionaires say no, sorry, all billionaires in a survey said they're only 1% happy.
all right, look. Okay, the first thing is who is statistically got the data and how
I
to
do.
say
I
how
do as
happy
well.
I am versus a billionaire.
Oh, yeah.
Like, who's got that?
Yeah.
And how do we quantify
So-
It'll be a sample size of 1,000.
One,
Yeah.
we're 1% happier.
Is
What?
it fake news then?
Okay, right. Let me explain something, lads. Right. If you are a billionaire, women are super attracted to power, super attracted to being secure, protected, money, the life that could open you up to. Right. On the flip side, for the man who's a billionaire, you've got 1,000,001 options.
Yeah.
So even if you are married, you might get to this place and be like, do you know what? You're holding me back a little bit from living the life that I want to live now. And because I'm a billionaire, I genuinely don't give a fuck. I need to like free myself. Here, take half if you want, because we're still like so good at life.
That's a power move, you know, slightly.
Well,
Just say, look, safe, it's been a pleasure.
Yeah,
you
that's-
know, it's been a pleasure.
that
It's
list
mad.
of the top 10 most wealthy people in the world is one, kind of interesting that they're all men, all 10. Two, 7 out of them are divorced, and one of them, which makes 8, has been in an open relationship for 20 years with his ex before she passed away.
Can you even get into an argument, a big argument, when you're a billionaire?
No. You can't get into an argument with the billionaire, because if you do, you're expendable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
for
You're
real.
replaceable.
It's
Yeah.
mad.
Yeah. It's mad, yeah. You
So
can't-
this is why I say, like,
You
maybe
shoot
a lot of
yourself
the partners are being like, you know what,
they're going along with
just give me the 10 mil.
Yeah.
I'll
That's what I'm
just
saying, yeah.
I'll take that.
When you're a billionaire, you
But-
can throw a milli on everyone's head in any moment.
it. Yeah.
Like, if you're feeling flossy, like,
So
you
we'll
can
say,
drop a bill on anyone's
is
head.
there ever a point
You can
where
just say, listen, can I get that table for that restaurant? It's fully booked. Hold the milli.
Yeah.
Just hold the milli.
Oh,
yeah?
the milli.
I want the
This is what I'm
restaurant.
saying.
Yeah.
This is why you're not a billionaire.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right.
Hold the milli. You never get gas. You never get so gas where you're in queue and
Listen,
you know they'll let you into it.
you know the richest people I know, they don't move like
Exactly.
that.
You're
They
thinking
move tight,
like
bro.
a pagan millionaire.
Do you know the maddest thing is, growing up, right, I realised very young that the people who shine the most, and I don't mean this because you're shining, yeah, we know you're shining.
Shining.
You've worked for your shine, but the people who shine the most often have the least.
Yeah.
It's like they're desperate to project that
You got the Casio team.
that they're really making the money.
Yeah.
You know, you could have the toughest upbringing, but you could know that your mum has got you dressed in the drippiest, the latest. Yeah? We've all seen it. Let's just say, for example, hypotheticals incoming. You have achieved your billionaire status. Are you still in the same kind of mentality as you are now? Are you the same person as you are now with $1 billion?
I don't think so.
You're a different person.
Yeah.
What would change about you though? Because you're a humble guy.
Yeah.
Like you seem solid. That's why you're my younger.
Nah,
But,
Billy's different.
What would
Billy's-
change your mind frame, your brain? What would
He's
change?
not talking to us anymore. That's it.
Yeah, like I'm a Billy, bro.
Nah.
I'm a Billy.
You
Yeah.
still talk to us though, even though you
I don't
Nah,
know.
you still talk to us, man. He wouldn't come to the pod episodes.
No.
Yeah.
If I walked in here,
He
say
will
I
pay
made a
your
billionaire,
replacement
if
fee.
I walked in here, would you lot treat me different?
No,
If I walk in
I'll
here,
make a
you're not gonna
joke.
be like, bro, Billy's in here.
Yeah, I'll make a joke. I'll make a joke. Yeah, I'll make a
Yeah.
joke.
Like,
We have to
would
keep
you
you
feel
humble.
the power though?
No, bro, we'll have to keep you humble. We'll have to keep you humble.
Would you feel the power when I walk in for
But
Jesus? Charging.
We'd have to keep you humble, bro. But we didn't feel the power.
If you ever met anyone who's super wealthy?
Not Billy. Not
Not
Billy.
billion though.
I have.
Billy's.
Yeah.
Mike Ashley.
Mike Ashley
Yeah.
had a drip for him with him.
And
And I felt the power. Yeah, I
It's
felt
not-
the power.
Did I say it? innit?
If he didn't want to talk anymore, it's just
Yeah.
Nah,
never
no.
talk.
yeah,
Man,
yeah.
just like single man done the single.
You
It's
see
like
the
that.
difference?
Yeah.
When you're Billy's, it's
Can I
That's what I'm saying.
say one thing that's mad? Yeah. You see, didn't Kylie Jenner on paper become the first? I hate when they say this self-made billionaire.
No, young, under 21, yeah.
So, under 21. So
Right.
Kylie Jenner is a billionaire.
okay.
So I'm thinking, do you think that's good that she's
Oh,
a
do
billionaire?
you like if Kylie Jenner walks in the club? Do you think she'd look at you?
I think personally,
or like acknowledge you?
no, I think I have no chance. If I suddenly was worth maybe a few hundred mil,
Wait, what?
close to a bill,
Oh, yeah.
then I think maybe I'd have a conversation. If I had a profile, and if I was a billionaire
Close to
myself,
it. Yeah, as a friend.
If I was a
Yeah,
billionaire,
as a
Conversation
friend.
with you.
Yeah, as a
Oh,
friend.
us.
no,
To be like, talk to us properly.
Kylie.
No, Kylie.
Oh, oh, so you're saying you've got to be a billionaire to even talk to a billionaire?
100%.
Well, Travis
A lot of
Scott,
times,
he's
yeah.
what, 10 million?
Million,
Net worth?
yeah, couple
Or have,
million.
I think all status, because that's the other thing
Status,
about the
okay.
conversation.
Yeah.
Money over power or power over money.
Okay.
Go on.
Money over power
Yeah.
or power over money? Money
Well.
over power, bro.
Money over power.
Yeah.
You?
I think they go hand in
Hand
hand.
in
It's
hand,
like,
really.
you need the money before you get the power.
Okay, so what if you're on a chart, there's an axis and you've got power and you've got money, and the power is more than the money. So basically the equivalent would be like you are not necessarily as rich as your friend who is a musician, but you've got more power, you've got more influence. Would you rather have that?
I know you don't mind freeing this, but I would say that we've got that.
Oh shit, you actually have. I
Like,
literally just popped.
he's been a
Yeah,
multi-millionaire.
yeah.
So I would consider to have clout. It's useless without the money. That's
Yeah.
basically what I'm saying. You
Yeah.
need the money before the power.
I've seen some millionaires walk into the room and they just demand the
Okay.
respect. Like
Yeah.
they walk into a room and they demand it. You know that
Yeah.
energy.
So, but here's the question. So, if you were a multi-millionaire, right, and your life was comfy, you were chilled, you delegated their stuff to different people, and you were just happy, or a billionaire that maybe was a little bit, like.
Listen to this, yeah.
Excessive.
You lot are moving
Which
mad.
one would you
You're
rather
definitely
do?
not freeing it. And if you are freeing it, then your imaginations, they're not as wild as mine.
That's what I want to hear, bro.
I'm gonna let you know
Let's
exactly
free it.
what I've
Let's
got.
free it, bro.
Yeah.
So ask that question to
If
you.
there was a magic button and I could go, ding, you're a billionaire now, your
Yeah.
status is different.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, I would talk to you. Right? I would talk to you still,
Say it,
Right.
bro. Say appreciate it.
but you'd be under separate line.
Yeah.
You know this one?
There's billionaire.
Yeah.
This one, I don't know who's got this, it's probably Julie or Sally.
Yeah.
One of my 14 assistants
Yes.
will have that line.
Yeah.
When it's an emergency or I need to talk to someone, I'll contact you. Do you know what I mean?
Yo, Julie, you
I'd
cool, yeah?
definitely bring you on holidays,
Everything's different.
Okay.
Everything's
wild
different.
parties,
Everything's different.
and my life would be totally different.
No, but do you remember what, is it King Von said or did when he made his first 100k? There's a video of him online. He bought the bag of 100k, his first 100k, and he split it amongst 15 darts in the building. Walked in, split it 15 ways, yeah?
I like that a lot.
So, the match didn't match someone, but it's around 7k each, yeah? He split up the 100k, 7k each. There's a video and he's just saying it. My G, yeah, Killer Mike, yeah, that's for you, G. Right, my brother, yeah, small winks, yeah, cool. Doing that, yeah? Some would say that's crazy.
That's
So he
actually
split his first at
unbelievable.
100k and he split it. They said, why did you do that? He said, because I always want to be rich with my boys. I want us to all be rich like that together. We split, we grow.
That's how you die, legend.
So I'm saying, when you become a billionaire, don't talk about other lying because
No.
if you're a billionaire, we're also
I was gonna
we're
say,
billionaires.
You
G.
don't- no,
We're not
no,
millionaires,
no,
G.
you're a millionaire.
We made it, Jay!
He's
That's cool.
got a point.
You made it to millionaires, that's cool.
Yeah.
Don't worry, see if I was a billionaire, I would genuinely give you all $1 million.
Oh,
each.
safe.
Just
bro.
like that,
I
I
rate
like.
that. I rate
Free.
that.
Very light.
Respect.
However, I got a personal island. You're not invited.
Yeah,
unless
yeah,
you're
yeah.
invited. Yeah. I'm a fucking billionaire. Know your
Imagine.
place. Yeah. You will talk to me with respect. Yeah. Or I would just fucking press a button, bro. Don't ever be fucking silly.
You see the power?
Yeah.
The power.
Yeah,
You see the
yeah,
power?
Don't piss me off.
It's Frosty.
Yeah, Billions a different one.
Billions is different.
Didn't he Jay-Z move like that a little bit?
Of course it
And
yeah,
this
it's
is
weird.
why, going back to this thing, this is why I think, one, so many relationships end in divorce when that much money is involved.
Of course.
Because maybe a woman or a man, whoever it is, decides that one day they're going to say, sorry, what? Pick your socks up off the floor. Yeah, I'm sick of that laundry being on the floor. Or,
And I'm thinking, what?
We're done. We are done.
do you know who I am?
Listen,
Huh?
pack your bags.
Right, so I reckon there's a lot of that going on.
Yeah.
Or there's just men who are basically super wealthy and can genuinely, at the click of a finger, get who they want when they want. And some women are just like, you know what, you're moving too mad. I can't deal with that. Give me
Yeah,
half, and I'll
I
give
think
you.
that's the majority of
Do we know any billionaires that are in long-term stable relationships with family and kids?
In the top 10, there are two.
Yeah.
Mark
one is
Zuckerberg and Larry King.
The one's in a
Larry.
relationship, Larry.
Larry King, is
So
he a
what,
billionaire?
Larry? No, Oracle guy.
Because P Diddy, he's divorced as well. Isn't
Is he a billionaire, P. Diddy?
he? I think he's
Yeah, 1 billion,
Yeah,
yeah.
he's touched
Is
it.
he in the list?
He's touched it. Yeah.
How come
No,
no one I saw was
he's not.
That's what that list goes.
He's
That's
not-
not.
no, he's not on the
No, I'm
list.
just saying he's a
He's not
billionaire.
even
He's a
anywhere
billionaire.
near.
Billionaire.
No, their billions are different.
I'm sorry.
They're
Oh,
like-
Mullions.
they're all
Mullions.
they're like
Oh,
100,
no.
50,
Oh,
50,
150
billion,
billion.
500 billions, yeah.
Listen, it's been an absolute pleasure as per usual. Hope you've all enjoyed it. If you have, please do subscribe to the channel and head on over to the For the People podcast channel where we will be hosting special, exclusive content for that ass. If you are new as well, please do go over to your favourite podcasting platforms and you can find us all there, Spotify, Apple, Amazon and the whole rest. For now though, we've been
For the
For-
people.
The
this guy.
people.
Jesus. Good job, guys.